I've set up patient portals for my family several times, and it's always a pain. I only use it if I absolutely have to. And as a health tech consultant, I won't stick with your patient portal or your SaaS platform. Your patients won't either. The reasons why might surprise you, and they're definitely costing your company millions in churn. There's one question that everyone asks themselves after they set up a patient portal for the first time, and that question determines if they'll ever come back. Miss the moment, and your churn rate will haunt you at your next board meeting. In this video, we're getting into the patient onboarding problem that almost every company ignores until churn starts climbing, and by then it's too late. We're going to hit on the exact moment that patients decide to abandon your app or your platform, and it's not where you think. Why your competitor's worse or inferior product might have better retention than yours. And the simple onboarding framework that answers the one question that patients are secretly asking. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear action plan to implement this quarter. One that doesn't require you to do a complete platform rebuild. Let's go. Mama's getting discharged from the hospital. The nurse hands her a printout with login credentials. She's exhausted, overwhelmed, and all she wants to do is just go home. The next day, she manages to set up her account and log in, and then looks around. Her test results are easy to find because they pop up on our dashboard immediately. But she doesn't understand any of the terms or numbers that are on the screen. Then, nothing. She starts doing something else, closes the app, and never opens it again. When only 25% of your patients are logging in regularly, your hospital client starts questioning the ROI. They're paying you per patient per month, and if patients aren't engaging, then that contract renewal conversation gets really uncomfortable really fast. Patient engagement platform companies think, it's because the interface is confusing, it's not our fault. She forgot her password. Maybe we should use push notifications. No. None of those are the problem. The real issue is that nobody told this patient why she should come back and use it again today, tomorrow, or ever. You solved for the first login, so congratulations, you got your activation metric for that initial setup. But you completely skipped over that value proposition for session 2, 3, and beyond. And that's where your SaaS onboarding process actually lives, when you create a compelling reason to return to it. Because in the world of healthcare SaaS, engagement metrics are survival metrics. After every first SaaS platform set up and login, patients and customers are subconsciously asking themselves, what will this do for me later? Tomorrow, next week, next year. They've already gotten their test results or scheduled their appointment, so that immediate need is met. But tomorrow, next Tuesday, 3 months from now when they're feeling fine, they have no idea why this app should stay on their phone. One time I had to set up a patient portal for my dad where he got a link from his cardiologist practice. It had a beautiful interface, secure messaging, and prescription refills. But 2 weeks later when I asked my dad if he was still using it, he said, for what? I already talked to the doctor. And that's when it hit me. The SaaS platform never gave him a tomorrow reason. They just gave a today solution. And when you're selling to health systems who are evaluating 50 or more patient engagement platforms, this is the differentiator that actually matters. Your competitors who are winning on retention because they're bidding better ongoing value proposition. They're answering the tomorrow question right in that first session, right after they set up the portal. And that's what's helping them reduce churn and win those enterprise deals based on superior patient experience. Now I need to address the elephant in the room. Some of you are probably thinking, wait, Doree, aren't patient portals just always badly designed? Isn't that why people don't use them? And you're not wrong, because most of these portals are hard to use and navigate. Many healthcare SaaS platforms have absolutely terrible UX. I've seen navigation menus that would confuse a UX designer, let alone a 70-year-old that's managing diabetes. I have had to click through 5 different screens before just to find out where to message my doctor. I've stared at medical jargon wondering if I need a medical degree just to understand my own test results. But it's not all about bad UX. A poor user experience is a retention amplifier, but not the root cause. I've used patient engagement platforms with beautiful interfaces, intuitive navigation, beautiful design, like Apple Health Level. But you know what? I still stopped using them. Because even with perfect UX, these platforms never really showed me a reason to come back. Now, on the other hand, I could use something that has an old school interface that looks like it was designed in 2008, takes me 4 clicks to do anything, but I would keep using it if they nailed the ongoing value proposition. Getting medication reminders, seeing lab results that are automatically flagged when something's abnormal, and a care team that actually responds to messages within 24 hours. When you're competing against 50 or more patient communication platforms and hospitals are trying to reduce provider training time from 2 hours to 30 minutes, everyone assumes that it's just better UX that's the answer. But if you fix your UX without fixing your value proposition, you'll just have a prettier SaaS platform that patients still won't use and that health systems still churn from. That being said, here are the 4 most common UX fails that I see in patient engagement SaaS platforms. Number 1, information architecture chaos. Most patient portals and SaaS platforms organize features around the healthcare system's internal structure, not around what patients actually need to do. So you've got things like clinical summary and health records and visit history. And patients are just sitting there thinking, I just want to know if my lab results are normal. So where do I go to find it? This is especially problematic when you're selling to clinics who tell you they don't want to learn another platform. If your platform is hard for patients to navigate, it becomes the poster child for complicated new technology that providers resist. So instead, organize by patient goals, not medical departments. Use labels like check my results, message my doctor, manage medications. These are action-oriented labels that are like CTAs, basically, that use plain language to match what patients are actually trying to do. This also makes provider training faster, which directly addresses one of your enterprise buyer's biggest concerns. You log into a portal and you see something like eGFR 58 milliliters, MIN 1.73 M2, with absolutely no context. So, is that good? Bad? Should I panic and call someone? I have no idea. Your SaaS platform might be technically accurate, but if patients need a translator to understand their own health information, they're not coming back. When they don't come back, your message response rates tank, your engagement metrics plummet, reviewing your contract with a spreadsheet that's showing something abysmal like 23% adoption. Every piece of medical data needs plain language context. Those numbers that I just read off, none of us understand, including me. But if you say something like, your kidney function is slightly below normal, your doctor will discuss this at your next visit. Now I have an idea of what's going on and what I need to do. Talking to your patients like normal, regular humans is how you improve message response rates. Number 3, treating mobile like an afterthought. Over 60% of people are using their phones to access all their data, whether it's medical stuff, social media stuff, whatever. And this is not a new trend, y'all. It's been this way. That statistic has been here. But yet, I constantly see patient engagement platforms where critical features are desktop only. Or the mobile version is just a shrunken down version of the desktop site where buttons are impossible to tap and text is microscopic. If your portal isn't mobile responsive, start there. Patients aren't sitting at their desktop computers to check health information. They're checking between meetings or in line at the grocery store at midnight when they can't sleep because they're worried about their test results. It should be just as easy to use your portal or your SaaS platform on a phone, a tablet, or a desktop. When it comes to enterprise sales, think about it. Health plans and hospital systems are increasingly asking about mobile adoption rates during procurement. They want platforms that patients will actually use, not just access once and then dump. And now for our 4th and final UX fail, the everything, everywhere, all at once problem. That's when you log into your account and you're hit with 15 different tiles or menu options, appointments, messages, lab results, bills, insurance, prescriptions, health summary, care team, resources, education. It's overwhelming. Patients don't need to access every feature every time they log in. They only need to see what matters to them right now. Did my doctor send a message? Are my results ready yet? Do I have an upcoming appointment? Surface the relevant, timely information first. Make the administrative stuff less visible unless they're actively looking for it. This is really critical for your business because generic messaging is already your pain point. If every patient sees the same 15-tile dashboard, regardless of their condition, demographics, or care journey, then you're reinforcing commoditization. Personalize their homepage based on what they need, and suddenly you have a differentiation story. If you're a health tech or patient engagement SaaS executive watching this thinking, this means we have to stop and overhaul our entire UX? No, don't do that. You're about to make a very expensive mistake. Yes, you should improve your UX, but prioritize the fixes based on what actually impacts the tomorrow question. So, for instance, is your navigation confusing patients and preventing them from accessing their recurring benefits? Go ahead and fix that first. Or is it that you have a jargon-heavy interface that's creating anxiety instead of peace of mind? Well, then that's your priority. Is your mobile experience making it harder to reduce friction? Now you've got your roadmap. Even your UX improvements should ladder up to answering the question, why should I come back to this tomorrow? And those improvements should directly support your business goals, increasing login rates from, say, 25 to 50% or more, reducing provider training time, improving message response rates, and reducing churn. There's no point in making things prettier while your retention rate still stinks. People will tolerate imperfect UX as long as the ongoing value is crystal clear, which we're going to get to in a moment. Fix the value prop first, then optimize the experience around it. You do all that, and you'll be able to improve your engagement metrics to your health system clients before they start shopping with your competitors. To fix all this, we're going to use something I call the ongoing value framework. It has 3 components that you need to communicate when a person sets up their account. First, front load what patients actually need. What changes or regular updates do people need to check? Maybe new health insights, labs, appointments, or care team messages. Whatever it is, make this information visible and easy to spot right away. And a pro tip for SaaS founders. This is where you differentiate from your competitors. Personalize the information based on the data for that patient, like their conditions, their demographics, their history, because using templates for everyone might be easier for you, but I just explained all the reasons why you shouldn't do that. What annoying healthcare task does your platform make easier? Prescription refills, appointment scheduling, insurance questions. Show your patients how this will save them time every month, not just today. A quick 30-second video that walks them through the interface should do the trick. When you reduce friction, you also reduce the provider resistance that can kill adoption. Clinics don't want another platform to learn, but they will embrace a platform if it makes their lives easier. Third, give them peace of mind. What worry does using your SaaS platform regularly reduce? Is it staying connected to their care team, catching health issues early? Or maybe it's having their medical history accessible. Clearly spell out that anxiety and then position your app as a solution. This ongoing value framework is designed to address the exact pain points that your enterprise buyers care about: low adoption, generic messaging, and churn risk. Don't bury all this functionality in a feature list somewhere. When you explicitly tell patients about all 3 of these during onboarding, framed as answers to, why should I keep using this? Then you're on your way to much better patient retention. And when you can show your health system clients that patients are logging in 50% or more of this time because of this framework, now you've got proof of a superior patient experience. And that's the differentiator that you need to win in a crowded market. Real quick, I want you to drop a comment and tell me, what's your biggest patient retention challenge right now? It's Doree coming to you from the future because I've lost not 1, but 2 sections of this video. So this is very important. But let me talk to you about the implementation strategy. Everything I've talked about in this video so far probably seems like you need to do a complete overhaul. Maybe you don't have time for all this right now, and that's okay because you don't have to do it all at once. Start by just adding 1 screen to your onboarding flow. Title it something like, here's what happens next, or your ongoing care companion. Then, using plain language, be sure to tell patients about their recurring benefit, their friction reducer, and their peace of mind pillar. 3 short sentences and you're done. Adding this 1 screen with good UX can make the difference from 25 to 50% of portal adoption. That's the metric your hospital clients are watching, and what also helps you win enterprise deals based on superior patient experience instead of competing on price alone. Test it out for 30 days and track your 2-week return rate. Patient engagement platform companies that I've worked with have seen their 30-day retention rates jump from 20 to 40%. And it's all because they finally told their patients why they should come back. When you can show these engagement metrics to your health plan and hospital clients, contract renewals become conversations about expansion. Once you've proven the concept, you can optimize the messaging, add the visuals, and maybe even build it into an interactive tutorial. Who knows? But what you don't need to get started or clean things up is perfection. Trust me, I know. I'm a recovering Actually, I don't think I'm recovering. I'm still a perfectionist. The point is that you need to just answer the tomorrow question before patients ghost your platform. So if you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, Maybe our patient-facing content ain't all that, and you might have content gaps that are affecting your enterprise sales conversations. You're in luck.
And that's why I created the 5-day HealthTech SaaS Onboarding Optimization Challenge. It's a free email course where you'll actually rewrite your welcome email using the exact frameworks I just showed you. By day 5, you'll have your first onboarding email rewritten and a blueprint for the next 4 emails in your sequence. The proof your health system clients need to see. This is perfect for product leaders, heads of customer success, and founders who need to fix their onboarding before their next contract renewal conversation.
The link is in the description, so grab it now before your next board meeting. Thanks for watching, and check out one of these next.